All right, David Carter, Great River Automotive and Outdoors, bringing you a Thursday tech tip. We're going to look at the Pioneer 1000 today. Something we hear a lot about is our first service on a Pioneer 1000. And underneath the bike, where do you actually drain the oil? What do you do and not do? Okay, so let's look at that. First of all, look, we got some amazing specials. You've probably heard Chevrolet got employee prices. If you need a Chevrolet, you get the same price me and all of our employees pay. You need a Chevrolet. Nissan has some amazing deals. It's $12,000 off some of our vehicles this month. Get a chance to check them out. All right. Pioneer 1000, we got on the lift here. Why don't you come around the back side, Josh? Let's look underneath here. So we talked about last week on the Pioneer 1000, the engine, the whole engine and transmission is in the same case, okay? Honda's one of the few brands that most of them you have your engine and transmission. You take out the engine, you still have the transmission in the unit, all right? Honda, it's all one. So when you look at Honda, usually we do this, we leave the skid plate on it. We'll get the skid plate put off so you can see it, but you can't access all these things I'm gonna show you with the skid plate on, okay? You got one right here, which is our sub transmission. Basically our high, low, and reverse, all right? We got our crankcase right here. You can see from the backside, Josh, right here, that's actually our transmission, all right, our dual clutch transmission, all right? So we're looking at them on 1, 2, 3, the one closest to the front of the bike, all right, our sub transmission. We're not gonna change this, but about every 2 years unless it gets contaminated, okay? So we do not change this. We change our oil for our first service or even our second service sometimes, okay? Remember, it's just a high-low range. You actually check your sub-transmission under the seat, okay? Now, our crankcase and our transmission, we'll check these actually when we lift our bed up from the back, all right? So, our crankcase and our sub-transmission. If you look under the bed, you see 2 plugs, all right? One has a dipstick, one does not, all right? So our crankcase for our engine is actually where the dipstick's gonna go. We're actually checking our oil levels at, all right? Now, we're gonna, when we fill our bike up with oil, okay, so we'll take both these off, drain them both in here, get them out of the way, okay? When we fill our bike back up with oil, okay, on our, anytime, we're always gonna fill it up from our transmission, okay? Our transmission fills, and basically as it gets to the level, it's gonna spill over into our crankcase, all right? So we check the oil in the crankcase. If it's right, our transmission's right as well, all right? We don't want to put oil in basically through the dipstick, which goes straight to the crankcase, because then it's going to fill up. It's not going to fill our transmission up. When you crank it up, you can have all kind of problems, all right? So both these are checked from the back. Like I said, only plug on the whole bike without a dipstick is where we put the oil in it at, okay? If you look above right here, Josh, can you get above right here and see? Basically, you have 2 filters. The one on top, the bigger one on top, is our oil filter, okay? The one on the bottom, you kind of barely see right there. I'm not sure if you said that. Yeah. DCT. It actually says dual clutch transmission, all right? That's our we don't put it back on, that's our sub-transmission filter, all right? Change both of these out, okay? It's the same Honda oil in every one of these. Our sub-transmission, engine, crankcase, and our transmission, all right? Same fluid, like I said. Our sub-transmission, though, is actually a little bit isolated from the other 2, all right? So just, we get that question a lot, we want to explain to you. On our first service, we'll also lower these down. We're going to check our front and our rear differentials, all right? You can't really see good, Josh, from right here, but on your differential, right inside here, can you get right here and see? That's where we would check our differential out, okay? All right, so we're about to lower this bike, check that differential out. We're going to check the coolant. The coolant is actually under our front bumper, not bumper, but wheel well in there. We're checking those. We're going to check the plugs, of course brakes, something we always want to check out. Usually what we'll do is make sure our turf mode stuff's adjusted properly as well if you have turf mode, your Pioneer 1000. So it's a little different from other Pioneers. All right, this one we get the most calls and questions about. But hey, we got them on sale this month. All right, Chisholm Artist, David Berry Hill, they're working their butts off. Right here we got one going out today. Armor-Tech back, Armor-Tech roof, Armor-Tech windshield with a winch and a wheel kit. It's hunting season. We don't have but about, Chisholm, what? How many do you have left? Oh my goodness. All right, 1 to go. All right. But we do have several Pioneer 1000s and 700s and 500s. All right. They're going quick. Check us out. We're here to serve you. We got the right people, the right products at the right price at Great River Automotive Outdoors. Merry Christmas.